Hey everyone, if you're looking for a projector, there are four things you really want. You want clarity, you want brightness, you want some sort of great audio sound, whether it's external or internal, and then you're going to want an internal Android-based system where a lot of the older projectors don't have, well the newer ones do, and this one here is a budget line projector that checks all those boxes. You're going to want to stay tuned. Check it out. All right, so let's get right into it. What I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to unbox this right here so you know what comes in it when you get one of these. Then we're going to talk about the big four things that you want in a projector and how it applies to this projector. And then I'm going to go ahead and hook it up, throw it onto a projector screen, let you look at the quality and the brightness. We'll do all that right now. So let's go ahead and unbox it. So when you first get it, it does come in, and I haven't even played with this much at all, it comes in a case like this, which is great because if you are traveling, it is nice to be able to have it in a controlled case for organization if you're not going to mount it permanently. Now you could always mount it permanently, and that's how I do a lot of my projectors, but when you have a case like this, it's nice. Just a little bonus, something they don't even tell you about. So it comes like this right here. Now you are going to have all the cables you need in the remote, and then you have the projector. So it's a very basic, easy, and then of course a little manual right here. But what's nice about this case is it actually has compartmentalization. So it actually separates all the cords and the remotes from the projector itself so it doesn't get scratched. All right, so what does the projector look like? Well, the projector is just like this. So the front you have a little bit of writing about it. Now this is by Xgody. It's called the X1 model, and if you want to get this one right here, this is the latest model from them. I will put a link in the description section of this video so you're not searching everywhere for it where you can get this. Now again, this is a budget and it is on sale right now at the time of this video. That's why I'm rushing this video out to you. It does decode up to 8K, so it is a 1080p native. So if you don't understand really what that's all about, basically it displays out on 1080p native, but it decodes up to 8K. So you could actually put content that is maybe a 4K content off of Netflix or off of, I don't know, off of your thumb drive that you plug into this, something 4K or up to 8K, and it will just decode down to 1080p, so it will still display it. Whereas some projectors, if it's 1080p, if you put 4K content, it won't even work. This does. So that's really nice. So it has the screen right up here, and it has a little plastic piece, which I'll pull off in just a second. And on the side, you're going to have all of the ports. Now, this particular one does have two HDMI ports. It does have two USB ports, which is nice. And then it has the audiovisual in and the headset in. Then you've got the fan on the back, and then, of course, the power on the one side. It does have a manual dial right here where you can adjust the focus manually. Now, on the top of the screen, you have all of the buttons to be able to do the same thing. Everything from keystroke to controlling the menus to going through all of that. Everything can be done from the top of the box, which is really nice because a lot of times with projectors, if your remote dies or you lose your remote, you can't even use it. Well, with this you still can, which is really, really nice. Now let's talk about what comes in the bag right now. It's going to have the power cord, a mounting screw for a bracket, it's going to have the HDMI out, and then it's going to have your remote control. Remote control is very basic, but does control all the functions that you need on this projector, and so that's really all that matters. So now let's talk about the big four. So the first one is going to be brightness, and I'm going to show that to you when we get out there and show it on the screen. This is very, very bright, and I'll talk about all the specs and the lumens and all this stuff like that you're going to want to know in just a moment. The second one is clarity. This one is extremely clear at 1080p native, so that is huge. In this budget line price, it's really hard to find a 1080p native projector that still plays up to 8K, which is really nice. Now the third one is sound. Now sound has always been big to me. Now whether it's internal sound, and we'll show that in just a minute, or external sound. Now this projector here has Dolby capability, so you could actually connect this and have Dolby sound, which is awesome for those audiophiles out there that know what that's all about. What I use most of my projectors for, I don't like all the cords dangling everywhere, so I always want projectors that have Bluetooth capabilities. Well, guess what? This one has Bluetooth capabilities. So you can actually have that surround sound that's Bluetooth enabled, and you don't have to have those cords dangling all over the place. And you can mount this, and you can listen to really good full cinematic experience with this. You've got the brightness, you've got the clarity, and now you have the great sound. So it touches those three right there. And then the big bonus is the fourth one. Now this wasn't even an issue until recently, and that is the Android-based system. Now it does have HDMI ports, so you could connect your Fire Stick into it, an external Roku stick, if you wanted to put an Android box, whatever. But you know what? This thing has built-in Netflix and YouTube and over 8,000 apps in the App Store built in, and it does have internal storage. Now this only has 16 gigabytes of internal storage, so don't get too carried away unless you want to add external storage, which you can do because it has 2 USB ports. Really, really cool feature. So we talked about the big four. This matches all those in a budget range price, which is crazy. And I had to share this with you because not only does it cover all that, but it's on sale right now. So I want you to make sure you check that out with the link in the description of this video. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead, throw it on a projector screen, see what it looks like, see if it's really worth it right now. Let's go. All right, we're here for the fun stuff now. I have it mounted already and turned it on. Now, this is daytime, so it is going to be very bright. I also have the lights in here. I just wanted to give you an indication of how it looks right here, right out of the box. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer on the screen in just a minute so you can see the quality of this. But the projector I have right now, just on a little tripod, but you can set it on a table or you can turn it upside down and mount it right on the ceiling like I have a lot of my projectors. So let's go ahead and zoom right in on the screen and let's take a look at all the features of this projector. All right, so let's get started right off the bat. So this is the home screen that you get when you first power on this projector. Now, it does have all kinds of stuff here, and I'm going to go through each one really quickly. But I just want to say about the remote that it is Bluetooth, so it's a Bluetooth remote. You don't have to point it at the projector, which is nice because you usually are going to have the projector behind you, so you can just point at the screen like you normally would, and you don't have to worry about that. Now, also the remote is a voice remote, so you can actually just hit the blue voice remote and ask for specific apps within the Google Play Store, which is really nice. It's a cool feature. So aside from the remote, let's go ahead and get into the screen here. As you can see, it's got casting, so you can cast your phone right to it or your iPad or whatever device you want to cast right to it. You can do that, which is really nice as well. Now you have signal source, and this means anything that you plug into the internal ports, like the HDMI ports or USB ports if you have material that you want to put directly on it. You also have file browser, so anything that you've downloaded you can access there. You have your settings here, which we'll get into in just a little bit, and you have keystone. A keystone's nice because you can actually adjust it. Now this does have on the side of the projector the focus, so you can do it manually or you can use the buttons at the top of the screen, which is nice. But keystone allows it so that if it's, say, at an angle or slightly down lower or higher than the screen, you can adjust that really easily, which is nice. Now apps built in, it does have Netflix built in and YouTube built in, of course the Google Play Store, but in addition to that there's all these apps in the App Store. Now you've got the full Google Play Store, which is awesome, but it also has third-party app stores like the APK Pure, and then you have the app installer. Disney Plus is on here. You have the iOS cast, which is what you would use if you have, like, say, an iPhone rather than an Android phone. And then you have your gallery, LED controls. There's all kinds of stuff here. Miracast, movie player, music, and then you've got Prime Video on here as well. And you can do your updates through here, and then you can check out your File Explorer right there. So those are the apps that are built into it. So let's open up, I don't know, let's open up YouTube and check it out. Yeah, it loaded up really, really fast. Let's just go ahead and search for something. Let's search for, I don't know, let's just do Curiosity Cafe. And there you go. And let's just throw a video out there. I don't know, let's go ahead and do this one. See how fast it loads. Loaded really quick. And now the external audio, I'll get a little closer to the projector. You can actually hear it a little bit. It's actually pretty good. Now you can connect, like I said before, to a Bluetooth speaker so you can have a surround sound type situation, which is a really nice option, but you don't have to do that. Welcome back to my channel, Curiosity Cafe. There it is right there. And as you can see, that is very, very clear. Now you can also turn the volume down. It does have internal volume, so you don't actually have to listen to it directly. Just like that. So that's really nice. You don't have to use the TV, any kind of other remote. You can control the volume directly with this. Now this is all built in. So I don't have a Fire Stick connected to this. I don't have an Android box connected to this. Literally nothing is connected. It has this built in, which is really, really cool. Now let's go back home really quick. As you know, you can log into your Netflix as well. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the settings. And this is just like any other Android box. This is where you can control your apps. You can add third-party apps onto here as well, which is really cool. You can actually unlock this thing. Pretty neat. And this is where you're going to do your Bluetooth devices. So if you wanted to add another Bluetooth remote or another accessory like speakers, that is where you would do it. Really easy to do. And then you've got your 4-point keystone and your projection methods and screen zoom. Screen zoom's great because you can actually zoom directly in just by using your remote, just like that. Now that's the easiest way to do it without question. You don't have to worry about manually doing it with anything. You can just do it with your remote. So no matter where you have your screen, your projector, and your screen comparison, you can zoom in and zoom out. So you could have it really close, or you could have it really far and have like a 300-inch screen. I have a 120-inch screen here in this video, but like I said, you could do up to 300 inches and still have that clarity that you want, that 1080p clarity, which is awesome. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a quick one. I just wanted to share this projector with you because A, it's on sale, B, it's an incredible projector for the price, and it's on sale right now. Again, if you want to get one of these, I will put a link in the description of this video where you can get this exact model that I shared in today's video. If you're new to my channel, please take a moment to subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Thanks again, everybody. Bye.